Yeah, welcome back. The fuel situation has been biting across the country. Now it got to the peak, I think, in this week. That this week it got to
about 2-3 weeks now.
Yes, it's been on for about 2-3 weeks. But before that, in some other parts of the country, they've had issues with fuel supply and purchase, and the pricing as well has been an issue. With the talk about,
you buy it somewhere at 87, you buy
go somewhere else, you buy
100
at 50 within the same locality. And some have talked about the challenges they've had. We've had different people on different shows talk about, we've had marketers come and talk about how they paid for products. And anyway, all those things about fuel supply. Hopefully this morning we'll get all the answers we need. Yes, I use the word we because we buy fuel too,
don't we? Of course, we did fuel too.
All right. The man in charge of fuel supply, I understand, if he's not, he will tell us why he's not and who is in charge, is in the studio. He's the Executive Director of Commercials of the Pipelines and Products Marketing Company Limited, Mr. Justin Ezeala. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Okay, my first question. Why are we where we are?
You would have allowed him.
No, because
relax
I know
first.
that if we had more Nigerians here, I don't know
which
part of it. Yes.
And that's understandable. First of all, let me take this opportunity to apologize to Nigerians for the inconvenience they are seeing. What I intend to do today is basically explain what is going on, what we are doing about it, and how Nigerians can help the situation. If you understand that PPMC is the last supplier of resort at this stage, if nobody's bringing in fuel, PPMC must bring in fuel. If you have a better understanding of also how we operate, PPMC basically has 48% of national quota from PPPRA. So people are surprised that we actually do get our quotas from PPPRA like other marketers. At this current stage, we are basically the only ones bringing in cargoes of fuel. Most marketers, for some reasons, you've heard about the subsidy debates. I don't want to go into the subsidy debates because every Nigerian has their own views on subsidy. So what I'll basically tell you why we are going through what we are going through. Most marketers are unable to bring in products, so we are the only ones bringing in products. That's one. Secondly, we've got significant challenges in terms of vandals laying siege to our pipelines. And if you know the country very well, Nigeria has over 5,000 kilometers of pipelines. Most Nigerians probably don't know that for the past couple of months, we've never used any of those pipelines for distributing products. The way the country is designed is that you can bring in a cargo of PMS, go straight to Atlas Cove, discharge into Mosimi, pump to Ibadan, pump to Ilorin, pump to Ore. In fact, you can pump from one side of country to another side. But because of the activities of vandals, we've not been able to use that. So what we've resorted to doing is that we send our cargoes to land and then truck them from there to every part of the country. That's not the most efficient way of distribution, but it's what we've had to do to get this fuel to Nigerians. So what am I basically saying? What I'm saying is that we've been doing that for months, and most Nigerians don't even know the pipelines don't work. Nothing has changed. We still bring in the cargo, we still transport it through the through the trucks. But when you get to the Christmas period, you kind of see these hiccups coming and going. What the NNPC management has done is that we've created zones. We've realized that something is simply not right with what's going on, and we think people are diverting products. We've looked at our supply and demand is the same. Nothing has changed. We continue to pump out the same level of fuel that we've had over the years. We continue to truck out even more volumes, but you still see queues. So what we've done in the recent past is that the Minister of State has directed that we set up monitoring teams. As I talk to you now, all the group executive directors of PPMC and NPC, they are sitting in different places. Each one is looking after a different section of the country. I am here in Lagos leading a war room. And what I mean by a war room is that we have people going around monitoring the filling stations. If you notice over the past couple of days, it sort of has eased up in Lagos and Abuja because there has been intensified monitoring. And the second thing NNPC also did was that PPMC has been unbundled. What I mean by unbundling is that we've created 3 distinct divisions of PPMC. We have the pipelines. There's somebody focused on the pipelines to maintain the integrity of the 5,000 plus kilometers of pipelines all over the country and make sure we can use them. He's working with the security agencies to make sure that vendors will at least give us use of the pipelines. We have a storage company whose job is just to make sure that we can get fuel to those storage locations scattered all over the country. BPMC has 23 depots all over the country, but we can't feed most of them by pipelines because of activities of vandals. So we have to truck those to those locations. Then we have the commercial part of the company, which I basically supervise. And my responsibility is to make sure that we can get fuel to Nigerians efficiently as possible. Secondly, also, the NNPC has also, in the spirit of what we're doing, changed the depot staff, okay? What a holistic change of everybody in the depot to create a new face. And so, okay, this time, let's do things a little bit better from the way it was done in the past. The Honorable, yes, ma'am. The Honorable Minister of State has also requested that all the major marketers also change out depot staff, create an enabling environment where we can at least know what's going on and how to tackle it.
You know,
Okay, there, you've mentioned a whole lot of issues. You've talked about vandals. You've talked about, you know, but what really would you say is the challenge? Yes, you're talking about vandalism, and that has always been there. We're still trying to tackle that. And you just, by the way, mentioned, you know, the marketers, like the subsidy issue. Wouldn't that be the major issue that needs to be tackled right now?
Well, like I said, every Nigerian has their own views on subsidy. The government, I'm aware, is looking at it with NNPC management, and then all the marketers and their representatives are looking at it. But I don't want to focus my activities on subsidy because whether there's subsidy or not, Nigerians need to move. And it's my responsibility to make sure that I can create an efficient way for them to move. So somebody is dealing with the issue of subsidy. Now, they are not bringing us fuel as much as they would, but we are bringing our own cargo. In fact, we've taken the step of bringing additional cargo over and above what we ordinarily would bring in to make sure. And when I say this is that these ships come in, we move them to on land and then truck them. What we've done in addition to that is that we've created loading points. Initially, most of our facilities were located in Apapa. And because the pipelines don't work, like I said, when vessels come in, we have to store these in different, if you go through Apapa, you see all the storage tanks. Now, what that has created is that almost all our facilities are based in Apapa, all our partners. But we've opened up areas in Ogara where we're able to supply most of the northern states from Ogara. That's what we're doing at the moment. But fundamentally, if you look at Apapa gridlock, I don't know whether you've been to Apapa and see the kind of situation that we have there. At any point in time, there are probably 2,000 trucks on that road. And this is the same road that we truck out products from. So I have men almost on a daily basis standing there trying to get the trucks to move. We engage the police to help us get them to move because these trucks have to go in, load, and come back. So most of what you see are just bottlenecks.
Okay, there are people out there who are not interested in all of this
At all.
As far as they're
I
concerned.
know, because like,
as far as they're concerned,
I agree.
you're telling too many
Ayi
stories.
is saying that this is just pure wickedness. He doesn't want to understand the vandalism issue. He just wants fuel. How do we get it and get it without having to sleep at the filling station?
I agree, and I'm sympathetic to those views. I mean, we have friends, we have families. It is heartbreaking for anybody in NNPC to see queues. I mean, it's heartbreaking. But also, you have to find out that when people know what the issues are, they can better deal with the situation. Right now, we've got DSS. We've got our staff following trucks. We've got DPR enforcing, the sales. When you visit most stations, you see situations that are created just to create panic. What we've told all the stations is that open your pumps. Open your pumps. If you look at most stations will have fuel, they'll sell with one pump. So you create a bottleneck.
But you just said they're not importing as much as
yeah, but we are giving them, see, that's the dynamics. Most of the fuel that is being sold is given to most marketers by BPMC.
When you say it's given to most marketers,